Also, we not say retired or not tired. Retired or not tired. Mrs. Ojualan, you're welcome. We also found with us here the National Secretary, Director Melewo Minister Oluwasewaju, you're welcome, sir. So let me tell you also announce to you that since Akioluwole led executive came on board, he has placed more priority on the education of Ijare students. And he has been doing wonderfully well in that area. Let's clap our president. We have one of our own, as instructed by the president, look for more people to join you. I'm happy to announce the presence of Professor Lufemi Adu, the son of Ijare, who will describe Ijare in Afura. Professor Lufemi Adu, we are also welcome. Come and join us. And we also found members of the 2024 Ijare Planning Committee around. Chief Mrs. Bono Adejuwon is one of us. Honorable Ebola Oluwolafe is one of us. I want to welcome and appreciate our teachers from various schools. You are highly welcome, and we are very happy that you have led your students to this place. God bless you. I will now, on this note, over to the Chairman Education Committee, who is to direct the affair of this program. But in any case, my name is Shola Kayoshi.
Is the professor. And the vice president for on this close. I want to observe all protocols, not in a particular order, because this is not absolutely a governmental function. But since we are gathering under the umbrella of Ijare, I want to humbly give honor to God Almighty, who has made it possible for us to gather this year again. After that, I want to pay homage to our own number one citizen in the land, the Adele Oba of the town, Chief Saloto, who is ably represented here by one of the mothers, high chiefs of the town, high chief Adejuwon, is representing all the chiefs and the brigades. After that order, I want to humbly recognize our own president. Ijare means anyone born who has originality from Ijare. Once you are a native of Ijare, you are automatically a member of Ijare. And honestly, I don't want to go historical. Available, we made available in Ijare. Ijare was one of the towns in the federal local government who had the access to pipe-borne water because of our children, because of one of our sons who was one time the general manager of that corporation. So Ijare level, they have been doing wonderfully well all over the world. You will agree with me that many of our people are in different countries of the world, doing wonderful things in the town. So I want to say, our president, sir, extend our greeting to all your executives. And honestly, our current president came with a very big shoe. The shoe that is already frightening some of us to step into. But I know God is able, and we want to welcome you here, sir. He has been doing very wonderfully well for the past 5 years. Under his watch, close to 20 million has been dispensed, has been given to students of Ijare origin at Austria. And with my last discussion with him, we are changing the word bursary to scholarship as from this year. Because anyone that has an access to 100,000 and is going to enjoy it all through his university or polytechnic or college of education period, is more or less a scholarship. People actually, the oil companies of Nigeria, they don't give more than 200. So if the Ijare level can be giving 100,000 to their own indigenes in higher institution, I think it works being called a scholarship, but it's still awaiting the ratification of your committee, sir. You're only making it as a suggestion. So please join me to welcome our president and all the ESCO. The general secretary is here, the vice president is here, and even those who are not yet here, they will be here before this occasion is over. But the occasion for today is career talk. Many people wonder, beat about bush because they don't know what they want to do. But for the past 5 years, we have been coming here every year to talk to you, to tutor you, to tell you what you should do. No course is irrelevant. No course is not important. The essential thing is for you to key in into your particular area of competence, into your particular area of interest. And before you know, you are a great man in Nigeria and a great man in the world. Many of our children are doing well. Many Ijare citizens are doing wonderfully well all over the world. They are leaders in all the countries they are. And I'm sure by the grace of God, you will also be known globally in the mighty name of Jesus. So on this note, we are here today to commence the career talk. And we have brought here 2 learned, seasoned academics. One, and please, as I mention your name, please step forward to come and have your seat here. We have here, I will start with the woman because in Nigeria and global, we say woman first. With Dr. Akonde. He was here last year and he's here this year again to speak to us. So join me in welcoming Dr. Akonde to the podium. with the second person who will be talking to us today is known. He's not just an academic, but a seasoned one, known globally. And when you see him, you might almost think that it's a young man. And he is in person of Professor Adebanjo Babylon. Professor, let them hands as not to the podium. Professor Adebanjo. He's a seasoned biotechnologist trained in Japan. And when you mention the word Japan, you know what country it is. So you'll be hearing from him when it comes to what we can do, how you can prepare for the future without relying on government. Things that you can do that can make you a billionaire, a multi-billionaire. And as I close, I want to formally, humbly request our president to declare this session open. Mr. President, sir. We will start with this welcome address and then declare, and the upper table will move down so that we too can benefit from what is to be done today. Mr. President, sir.
Let me, like the chairman education committee did, I want to stand on the existing protocols. Having said that, we want to thank God for what He has been doing since we came on board, and we want to thank in particular the education committee for what they have been doing. Those of you here, turn to your friend, say, let me tell you why. The things you are enjoying, hello, the things you are enjoying, a lot of other communities don't enjoy this. It is a privilege indeed. When you have doctors, PhD holders, professors coming to talk to you every year, I want you to take this very seriously. I'm not going to belabor the point. I will just tell you my own story. I went through school not knowing what I wanted to become. It was after I had graduated with BSc in biology, and I was serving the compulsory National Youth Service. And my family had assumed that after service I was going for medicine. I then one afternoon I asked myself, Akin, do you really want to be a medical doctor? And the answer was no. Because I couldn't stand the sight of blood, anything decay and whatever. I couldn't stand all these things. I said, definitely, I didn't want to be a doctor. So what next? And then another struggle before I eventually had an MBA and then went into banking and all. In the process, maybe I would have saved myself some 5 years if I had known what you guys know. Ẹ má fi ilé ìṣeré. A dẹ̀ máa ń sọ fún yín lọ́dọọdún, tẹ́ bá ní ìbéèrè, tẹ́ bá fẹ́ ìtọ́ni, àárín yín ní gbogbo àwọn adarí wa wà. Ẹ má jẹ́ kó rí bí tàwa bàbá yín tá a ti jáde iléèwé gíga tán ká tó máa wò pé kí la fẹ́ ṣe jẹun. Àkókò ní ọ̀rọ̀ kùtù náà sọ́nà gbígbé àbí. Bọ́bá dalẹ̀ jáde tó sán, àtẹ̀gbẹ́ ẹlẹ́rìí arú. Ìjọ àkókò ìmọ̀ mú ṣeré.
èmi ìwé á ọdún akọ ilẹ̀ kíkọ́ ọdún lùbèrè kíkọ́ ilẹ̀ kan dáhùn èyí kẹjọ dáhùn nílé kí n rí a. Finally sọdún pẹ̀lú bọ̀ pín like the chairman education committee said kà á pín at least 5 million kí wọ́n mọ̀ rí 100,000. Ọ̀gbẹ́ni tètè ọlọ́ láti ṣí báyìí ní ọmọ skul ní àti rí lé lọ́dọ̀ rẹ lébẹ̀ ní principal ní tẹ́ wọ́n ló kọ́ ilẹ̀ kan nìyẹn for 50,000 and all. So nínú lùbẹ̀ yìí wọ́n bá lọ́dọọdún kí ọmọ rẹ ayé òun bẹ́ẹ̀ 100,000 àkọlé wọ́n dẹ̀ ti mú dáhùn lójú bọ̀ bá ti ṣe dáadáa títí wà mú jáde wà á ràn lọ́. A fẹ́ mú dá ẹ lójú pé sóògùn ọlọ́run ọmọ Ijare kọ bá mú serious lẹ́yìn ọ̀fọ̀ ọ̀yá jẹun òun yóò yí ṣùkúrù o. Ṣé n kò mọ̀ bọ̀ ni? Ọmọ Ijare kọ bá mú serious kí múra sí ìwé rẹ̀ báyìí. Lẹ́yìn ọ̀fọ̀ wáyà ń pass ẹ̀sọ́ mi karùn-ún lọ. Èyí ti dàbí ṣe ìgbèjú ìjọ àdúpẹ́ lọ ọlọ́run fún ògbéga fìhàn ètò fìhàn ṣíàmà rẹ̀ agbékalẹ̀ ìbá mi pàtẹ ọkùnrin. Àti ọmọríà ọ̀nà àtúbọ̀dọ̀ ní ọlọ sókè òṣè lọ́dọọdún náà nà ní ó sílẹ̀ ọ̀rẹ́ tẹ́tẹ́ òbí competition láyé ya wọ́n ti bá nìkan sọ̀rọ̀ lánàá kọ́bọ̀ à. Wọ́n ti pẹ́kọ̀ orúkọ rẹ̀ ní jáde nínú ìwé ó ń fọ̀kọ́ orúkọ jáde bí ìdè òní pé fún kàrán ni lọ. So ẹ̀yin ni kí n ràn ni lọ o ọlọ́run náà ràn ẹ́ lọ ebi kẹ̀yìn làkàkà kí n dé ọlọ́run mú ìdébẹ̀ láti kọjá ẹ̀bẹ̀ lọ. Ebi kẹ̀yìn òbírin yóò dé lórúkọ Jésù náà kọjá ẹ̀bẹ̀ o. Having said this, in the name of God the Father, God the Son, and God the Holy Spirit, we declare the event open in Jesus' name.
Yàrá ọlọ́gbọ́n kò dùnkún ẹ̀ sí ìsàlẹ̀ wa kí àánú ọ̀yọ́ jàǹfààní ẹ̀kọ́ ẹ̀sán ní dàgbà ẹ̀kọ́ o. Mo fẹ́ mu yí àfọ̀ kùsè kà á ṣe yìí ní àgbà wákúrẹ́ lẹ́mọ̀nà ọ̀há o. Ijare sọ nílò iye kọjá pọ̀ a ní ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ pòfẹ́sọ̀. Kékeré aláàmọ̀ ìyàbáyà pòfẹ́sọ̀ Abíọ́dún Olúwọlé tí ẹ̀jẹ̀ gbọ́dọ̀ nìrí àbí ìbọ̀rí pòfẹ́sọ̀ Sọjí Olúwọlé pòfẹ́sọ̀ Ìbùkún pòfẹ́sọ̀ Fáráyí pòfẹ́sọ̀ ọkọ̀ kékeré kan yàrá kéékèèké yìí kéde kan pòfẹ́sọ̀ gbọ́dúwé rẹ̀ kan ẹ̀sìn ni pòfẹ́sọ̀ Fẹ́mi yan pòfẹ́sọ̀ kankan àkáìdí káfípèsí kọ́mítíríà pòfẹ́sọ̀ Ọlọ́run tọ́ba ẹni fúta pòfẹ́sọ̀ Olójú Ọláwẹ̀ ẹni Buhasi Ìkẹrẹ pòfẹ́sọ̀ Mẹ́kúsí pòfẹ́sọ̀ ọ̀sàkọ̀bẹ nìkan bí a ṣètò ìdánilẹ́kọ̀ọ́ àkùá àti ìrànlọ́wọ́ káyọ̀ àbáyọ̀ rákọ̀ Ọlọ́run lọ́wọ́ kété Ijare wọn yóò dá wa sí ètò yìí. Ìjọ ẹ̀mọ́ ti àwọ̀ Ọlọ́run ájú kékeré ájú ṣe kò àwọ̀ kékeré àbárí àkàn ti ṣiṣẹ́ kan ti méyì tì bí ẹnjìnìà Rọ́pò Àlàbí Jẹ́nẹ́rà Ọmọṣe bí bẹ́ẹ̀ yọ̀ dárúkọ tán àti ọmọra tèlé òkè òkun Dr. Gbẹ́ngà Fálànà Dr. Adégbóyèga kété lọ́bẹ̀ ní ọmọ òun ránṣẹ́ sí àwọ̀ ní yọ̀ jàǹfààní rẹ̀. Kí ìgbọ́dọ̀ ṣe o, ìgbọ́dọ̀ ṣe apá sókè fún ọ̀bọ̀ ìgbọ́dọ̀ ṣe o. Yóò ìsọ̀rọ̀ sókè yàtí agbárí sókè wẹ́ ẹ ṣe ó gìrì abẹ́kọ́ o ní ìtì ọ́ sókè. The scholarships are for brilliant but indigent students. So ẹni ọ̀kọ̀ọ̀kan yóò bọ́bọ̀ ṣe náà ọ̀nà bí àkàrà o. Ọlọ́run àrùn ẹ̀ lọ́wọ́ kí ló kà á jẹ́ ẹ̀dígá sófo o. So on this note, I want to invite the first speaker in person of Dr. Mrs. Akode. Sometimes when we are getting old, we forget things so easy. I've forgotten your middle name, so don't. Olamide Akode, because we must allow the woman to do things first. You talk for us 30 minutes, and then we ask questions for 15 minutes. Who is going to coordinate? Who is going to be our MC? MC, please, when the topic is exactly, when the speaking is about 25 minutes, you prompt her so that you know she only have to talk for the next 5 minutes. Then while that is going on, people will circulate papers, or maybe we should ask them to raise their hand to ask questions. So we document the question, we ask all the questions so that we will answer them step by step. So then we give the professor, because people best on the other ọyọ for Igbo òkú lẹ́yìn yóò dúró dé for Igbo wákàtí mẹ́fà. But Professor Badejo, he limit Igbo rẹ̀ lónìí, he limit less than 40 minutes. I hope that's okay for you, Prof. 40 minutes, then 20 minutes question. So all about it, we shouldn't be more than 2 hours here. By the time the topic is over, our executives will advise us and close the meeting. So, Prof or Doctor, this is what we become Prof to. Over.
Thank you, sir. Good morning, everyone. I can't hear you. Good morning, everyone. Okay, I want to sincerely appreciate the President, the Vice President, and the organizers of this event. It's not a right. It's a privilege to be here. Last year I was here and I enjoyed myself. Our topic last year was on innovative thinking, and I'm sure most of you have utilized the information you gather next year and used it meaningfully. So we are here again this year, and I'm trembling to some extent because I'm in presence of some of our guys. So it's not easy presenting in front of your guys. You understand? So I am Olamide Akode, and I'm an academic. So today I'll be speaking on the gender balancing in the professional, political, administration, and economic equations in Nigeria. So it looks kind of big, but I'll break it down to your level as much as possible. Okay. All right. So this is the outline of the presentation. Okay. I want you to know something. The topic is on gender balancing. Okay? I'm not a feminist. I don't know if you've heard of the word feminist before. People are always attacking men, promoting women above men. I'm not one of them. But my topic will be more favorable towards the female today. So it's not about being against the men folks, but it's just to encourage the female. Okay. So in the Bible says, in the beginning, God created man in his image. In the image of God created him, male and female, created them. In the Bible, God created man, right? God created the man first. And so after creating man, and he assigned him tasks, things like that, he saw that the man could not go. So at some point, he decided to bring out the female components out of it. You understand? You know, initially God molded the man, and he brought him to the man, and he became man. So when he wanted to create the female, he brought out the female component out of the man. So after creating the male and the female, God now gave them tasks. The Bible says they were given equal tasks of ruling and subduing. He said you should have dominion over the birds in the air, the fishes in the water, and things like that. So in the beginning, the ideal thing is no one was created to be dominated. You understand? The female was not created to dominate the female, and the male was not created to dominate the female. God gave them the role to dominate. So the man and the female have the equal task of ruling and dominating. So nobody should be dominated. So say I will not be dominated. All right, okay. So Today, our topic is on gender balance. So before we look into that, we look at the concept of gender. What is gender? Gender in the social context refers to the characteristics of women, men, girls, boys, and the likes. You understand? And this includes the norms, our behavior. There's a way a man should be, there's a way a woman should be. You understand? And there are rules that there are things a man should do, and there are things women should do. You understand? So, all right, okay. So when we talk about gender and work, one thing I want you to note, hello, are you listening? One thing I want to note as a female is a woman can head any institution. The only institution a woman cannot head is the family. Do you understand? The woman can head any institution. You can be the head of the university. You can be a principal. You understand? You can head a financial institution. But the only institution God will not allow woman to head is the family. So if you don't want to be a witch, you want to head the family. So you can be anything. You understand? You can be anything. I'm talking to the females now. Okay? So, but in our society, there is this challenge we have that preference usually are given to men. You understand? Before you go to a workplace, for example, you see a lot of men working there. Most of the time, women are assigned roles in the house. They are to take care of the children, you understand, stay at home, don't work for a period of time. And at the end of the day, most of these tasks, they don't get paid for it. Do you know that? You understand? There was a story I read that a particular man, when he comes home from work, one day he came home from work, he just, every day he comes home and usually facing the wife. What have you been doing since morning? You understand? And the woman will just keep quiet. So a particular day, the woman decided, you want to know what I'm doing since morning. So that particular day, the woman decided not to do anything. So when the man came back from work, he saw that the children were outside playing anyhow. The home was scattered. Things were just scattered around the house. So he came to her and was asking, what's happening here? The woman said, what I've been doing every day, I didn't do it today. So you know that I'm not been playing. The fact that women don't go to work, they stay at home. You know, some parents are doing that. Take care of the children, stay at home for this period of time. You understand? So that you can nurture the children. But some of these women don't get paid for those roles. So most of the time, people believe that it is men that should work in organizations, women should stay back at home. And it's not okay. You understand? It's not okay. Most of the time, women always believe, we are the ones that should reproduce. Men are believe they should be the ones to do the paid job. You understand? And it should not be. It should not be. Okay. So according to the Oxford Dictionary, gender bias can be defined as favoritism towards or prejudice against a particular gender. It's not always towards female. There are times that people favor men and female more than men, and in some cases, people favor men more than female more than men. You understand? So, and this thing happens a lot in the family. You see some parents saying, I want male children. If a woman does not give you male children, you go out and look for someone to give a male child. It's not a problem. Who do you know will take care of? Is it the male children or the female children? You don't know. Growing up, quite alright, fine. When I was growing up, my parents always say, these females will go to the polytechnic and these males will go to the university. Understand? But you know, God has a sense of, eventually the females went to the university and his male went to the polytechnic and we are doing well. You understand? I went to the polytechnic as well, but eventually I did direct entry and I moved to the university. So there shouldn't be favoritism towards a gender that female children, this is how far you can go in your education. Male children will go further. You understand? You are destroying something. It should not be. So there shouldn't be discrimination in our homes. Parents, there should not be discrimination. There shouldn't be favoritism towards a particular gender. Males don't cook. Only females cook. You understand? Males don't do this. You understand? And things like that. And you see a lot of men that have grown up and they are still babies. Why? Because they were not trained. The parents are just training female children. And it should not be. There should be gender balancing. There should be gender balancing. Okay, there are some disadvantages that we can, the merits of gender bias. There will be a lot of tremendous waste of potential human resources because if you have a female child that has designed this child that the child is going to be a president, you understand? Or maybe this child is going to be this. And eventually, because of the fact that she's a female, you decided not to train that child. At the end of the day, a lot of potentials are being wasted. A lot of potentials are being wasted. Or you stay home, go and work, your brothers can go to school. It should not be. It should not be. So by denying women their rights, we deny half the population a chance to live their life to the fullest. So it should not be. Okay, so how do we achieve gender balancing? One thing, you see, even in our secondary schools, we have discriminations. You see a girl that is menstruating and I put cloth, uniform got stained. Some of you start mocking her. You are that's discrimination. You understand? So we should end that. Even if you decide yourself that you end discrimination. In schools, you end discrimination. You don't bloodshed anybody. You say this person is fat. If everybody is slim, how do you know what fat is? So that's why there is variety. You understand? How do you know somebody is short if everybody is tall? You understand? So we should end discrimination. Let's end violence and exploitation. Parents should stop forcing children to marry because of maybe gains. You see, people want to expand their business and they'll tell you you have to marry so and so person because of gain. So let's eliminate forced marriages. Also, let's value unpaid care and promote shared responsibility. Like I said earlier, people think when a woman is at home, she's taking care of the children, nursing, she should not be paid. One thing my pastor will always say, if you and your wife have agreed that she will stay at home and be taking care of the children, pay her commensurate to her qualification. She can't stay back home and at the end of the day, she wants to buy parts, she'll come with you, she wants to buy this. So let's value unpaid care and promote shared responsibility. Let's ensure women participating in leadership making. I said earlier, a woman cannot lead a family, cannot be the head of the family, but a woman can be a financial leader. There are men that can't take financial decisions very well, but as the head of the family, your wife can advise you, and you can be the financial leader of that family. Let women have access to reproductive health. I've heard of cases whereby a woman had cancer, and because of the man decided that this is the level of treatment she can get. Eventually, she died. But the man will marry again. Let women have access to quality care. Let women have access to quality care. Another case I heard, the man was to do a surgery. The man decided to take her to an inferior hospital. Eventually, she died. So let women have access to reproductive health. Also, let there be equal rights to economic resources, property ownership, and financial services. Another thing to achieve gender balancing is to promote empowerment through technology. Also, let's adopt and strengthen policies and enforce legislation for gender equality. Okay, how can you address gender bias among ourselves? One thing is you have to recognize and challenge it. In schools, when you have discrimination or this issue of gender bias, we have to speak up. You understand? Let's speak up. Let's speak up against discriminating practice. There shouldn't be sexual harassment. You understand? In our school, you can't say because you're a boy, you can just hit a girl on a book talks and you run away and things like because she's a girl, she can't speak up. We should stop that. Let's speak up against discriminating practices. Let's support and amplify the other girls' voice, and let's advocate for policies that are promoting equality. Okay. All right. So how can you be relevant? You want the men folks not to treat you anyhow, but you yourself, you are not ready to be relevant. So how can you be relevant? You decide to be educated. I'm glad most of you are in school, secondary school. So when you talk about education, it's not just schooling alone. Skill acquisition is part of education. So how can you be relevant if you don't want people to be out biased against you? How can you be relevant? Seek education. You understand? Develop skills. Some of you have parents that are doing skills. When things like that. Learn all these things. You don't know what will be useful later in future. So seek to be educated. Do you understand? Another thing is you have to be confident. One thing I used to tell my daughter, if she comes to me and she's talking and she's speaking, I'll be wondering why are you scared? You understand? If you are not confident, you can be easily cheated. Sometimes students will come to my office and they'll be shaking. I'll be wondering why are you shaking? You understand? Have you done anything wrong? If you enter a place, enter confidently. If you have done the right thing, greet. Good morning, ma'am. This is so thing. Except that person is a wicked person, that person will send you out. Be confident. Develop self-awareness and confidence. Females, I'm talking to you. What did I say? Develop self-awareness and confidence. Okay. Another thing you should do is set clear goals for yourself. One thing about us is God, every one of us, we are unique. If somebody is a medical doctor, another person is we are different from ourselves. So you should know yourself. Self goals for yourself. What do you intend to achieve? One thing I've noticed these days that most parents don't even help their children. After school, this is what you're going to do. So you yourself, hello, are you here or you are distracted? Are you here? Okay, set clear goals for yourself. Okay, after secondary school now, what will I do? While in school, what can I do? You understand? Set clear goals for yourself. These are the things I want to achieve. So time and things like that. Another thing you do is seek mentors. You see what our president said the other time. You understand? If you fail, it's your fault because you have opportunity to bursary scholarship. If you want to access the scholarship, what do? You read more. You understand? You read more to assess so that you can meet them, the criteria for you getting the bursary. You understand? Okay? So you seek for people, seek mentors and role models. When I was in the university, what I usually do, I move with people in the higher class. When I enter as a direct entry student, so I move with people in 300 level, I'll ask them, who is Professor Oluwalano? Then it was Dr. Oluwalano. How does he like questions to be answered? And they'll tell me. So I'll develop notes. You know people that would like you to cram. You know people that would like you to expatiate after what they've given you. So you seek people. It might not be one big figure like that. Even amongst yourself, seek role models and mentors. You understand? Then you build relationship. I'm not talking about sexual relationship. That you start visiting a boy in the house. Build relationship amongst yourself. Relationships that can add value to you. Do you understand? Build good relationship. Embrace challenges. The fact that when you started something and you failed at once, that does not mean you should drop it. Embrace the challenge and move on. Okay, so now I'll be taking you through some people that women in our world that have overcome gender bias. Despite the challenges they faced, they didn't allow that to put them down. So they rose above gender bias in that time, and even now, even to become something. And one thing I want you to notice, every one of us there, God has called us to different things. Some of us, I heard of a story that where a man was seeking to enter full-time ministry. So it was just, every now and then he was failing. So at some point, I think he had a vision that God told him, I didn't call you to full-time ministry. I called you to be a painter. You understand? So every one of us have our uniqueness. There's something you have to become. The fact that your friend is towing the line of maybe he wants to be a medical does not mean you be a medical doctor. Know what you want to be. Do you understand? Know what you want to be. You understand? Don't be another person. I am unique, you are unique. There's no two persons that are the same. That's it. No two persons are the same. We are different. So I'll be taking you through, and another thing I want you to notice, every one of you will not go into this. I want to be a lawyer, being a lawyer, medical doctor, architect. There are some of you that it is your skill that will take you far. And some of you will even go into ministry, but seek to be educated first. That means you go to school. Understand? So the first person I will show you today is this woman. She has really touched my life. You understand? She lost her parents when she was young. Her name is Reverend Mrs. Ijare. Because of that, she was discriminated against. But she was above that, and now she's a senior pastor, she's a wife, she's a mother. She has wrote several books, and her ministry is influencing lives. She didn't say because she lost her parents while growing up that she should now go into maybe prostitution or something. She rose above that. So how do you want men folks to respect us if you are going after men? You understand? Not embracing what has called you to. She studied physiotherapy in the University of Ibadan, and she's somebody now. You understand? Our mates that are in medical field, in the law firm, they can't see her and push her aside. You understand? Some of you will go into ministry. Yes, it's not just being lawyers, being medical doctors. Do you understand? So she's doing something for God in her generation. Okay, this woman, can you throw her aside? You cannot. She's an economist and she's a woman. Is she not? And the thing is, she earned a PhD in MIT. She's the Director General of the World Trade Organization. If she's jumping the school fence or going to the White House, why should we are supposed to be in school? We should be the Director of the World Trade Organization. No, it's not possible. You understand? So you have to be educated. I was listening to the song while we were waiting. He said education is key. And I said education is not just school. Skill acquisition is also education. You understand? But I always advise, have a first degree. Even if you are going to go, if you don't want to be like Daddy said, he said eventually he went into the financial world. You understand? So, okay. Okay. All right. So, you can't throw Dr. Okonjo away. She went to school. Like I said, she didn't start jumping fences or mommy said go to school and you went to Rabiu's house. Tope, are you listening to me? Can you hear what I'm saying? Esther, are you here? All right. So, okay, sir. All right. So she's the Director General of the World Trade Organization. She's an economist. She has written several books and she's the wife and the mother. You know, if her husband has discriminated against her, I'm sure she would have attended. So our men, let our women flourish. Okay, can you see these people? The current visiting in Akure, in Ondo State, she's a female. She's the one at the center. Dr. Professor Adenike Oladipo. She's a vice chancellor. If she didn't go to school, she would be able to attend that. Am I right? After her first degree, she did her master's, she did her PhD, and now she's the VC. And we have like 7 others doing well as vice chancellor. They overcame gender bias. I'm sure they would have faced several challenges. So they didn't allow that to bring them down. So ladies, do you want to be a vice chancellor? You can't be a vice chancellor missing your classes. You can't be a vice chancellor doing all sorts of things or vices in your generation. You understand? So we have like 8 of them currently. The VC of LASU, of FUTA, of Unilag. Like 3 of them in Southwest, doing very well in their generation. Okay, I don't want to go to school. I don't like this. But even as someone, I like playing football, I like playing volleyball. You can still break barriers in sports. You have to be also. Have you heard of her before? Yes, she's doing very well. She's breaking barriers in her field. And she went to school. She graduated with a degree in business management. So you can't say because I want to play football, I will not go to school. You don't do that. Do you understand? Ladies, I'm talking to you. Yes, you don't do that. I like sports. This is a role model. Toby Amoso, she's doing well. So you can follow after her. Do you understand? Okay, for Laurisho Alakija. She's a fashion designer and she's known as one of the wealthiest black women globally. When I read her story, although she didn't go to university, but she went for secretariat training. Don't say because I want to sew clothes, I will drop out of school. Most of the people that will tell you, yes, somebody dropped out of school, and their children are not going to school. On recent, I saw the picture of Bill Gates, maybe his daughter or son, doctor graduated from one university in the US. So don't say because somebody dropped out of school, I will drop out of school. You understand? So this woman, she's one of the wealthiest black women globally, and she's a fashion designer. She's doing well in her world. Whatever training you can acquire now, take it. Do you understand? Take it. Okay. Have you heard of Vicky James before? Okay, Vicky James, she's a top fashion designer. Recently, I think CNN featured her. She went to school. She's a biochemist. She studied at the University of New York. And she's sewing clothes. You hear that one of her dress sells for ₦1 million. I say you don't want to go to school because you want to sew clothes. Some of you, your parents are doing this already, but at a code level. You can add value to it. Her mommy sews, but we didn't hear of her mom. But when it got to her turn, she started introducing beads to clothes. You understand? Doing all sorts of things. And she's a known top fashion designer. So if you know how to sew, don't throw away that skill. It will be relevant someday. Do you understand? So she sews clothes and she earns a lot. I said she was recently featured. CNN featured her recently. Okay, I'm sure most of us have heard of Ida Basi. Ida Basi cooks. You know how to cook ogbono soup. I don't know the local food in Ijare. So if your mommy cooks it very well, don't say, John, don't work kitchen. Read and still learn how to cook. You don't know, maybe that's what will be useful for you later. Her mommy too cooks, and she learns cooking from her mother. She went to McDonald University, and she's doing well for herself. Recently, she got this cookathon Guinness World Record for cooking for a long period of time. So the fact that if you want men not to discriminate against you, you have to be relevant to your world. Is it in the cooking line? We have likes of have you heard of Diary of a Kitchen Lover? Recently, she was the one that interviewed Bill Gates when he came to Nigeria, and she cooks. Check her page on Instagram. The last time I told you, I said, for you in this world, as the world is evolving, you have to evolve. You don't go to social media and start watching pornography. There are a lot of things you can learn on social media. So if you check Instagram, you see Diary of a Kitchen Lover. She cooks. I was advising my sister recently to advertise her products on the ladies' Instagram page, and you said to advertise is ₦1 million. You understand? So start from somewhere. If your mommy makes donuts or sells egg roll, don't throw that skill away. You can need it later. So Ida Basi is doing well for herself. She went to school. So don't say because I want to cook, I will not go to school. Ladies, you understand? All right, okay. So this is my younger sister. She finished from FUTA. She was trained as a biologist, but she's a sugar artist, like they call them. So she's a baker. She's doing well for herself. Understand? She studied biology, but her passion did not allow her rest. So she eventually went to train. She trained in Akure, but she's in Lagos currently. She makes cake, and she'll tell you that I'm making a cake worth 500,000. You understand? So even some people cannot even post of a salary of 5,000, and somebody's just making one cake worth 500,000 naira. So don't throw away that skill. Get educated, go to school, and still learn that skill. She finished her undergraduate in FUTA. Anytime she says, she doesn't even talk about masters. But one thing I advise people, at least have a first degree. Then you can build on that. If eventually you will not use that architecture to, you don't like, maybe daddy forced me to go and study architecture. What is that skill you can build on? That passion. You understand? Then you train along that line. You won't say, there was a lady recently, one lady like that. She studied physics in FUTA. Now she's doing fashion designer. And she came back to do a master's in FUTA. My husband was very wondering, why are you still going there now? You know what you want. You want fashion designing. Why not train along that line? So the masters will not be useful. So train along the line of maybe of your passion or whatever. If eventually you will not, okay, another person is this lady, I like her very much. She learned ashok in making from her mom. But I told you can be innovative. So what did she do? She now incorporated these sustainable development goals into her own. Like sourcing for waste. She incorporates waste, all these pure water sachet. She weaves it with her ashoke. She has traveled a number of countries because of converting waste to wealth. She weaves, this is waist and Ashoke fabric waist incorporated into it. You understand? Her name is Jumoke Lasisi. She went to school. She went to Obafemi Awolowo University. So go to school. Don't say I want to weave Ashoke and I'll throw away schooling. So she went to school. She's doing well for herself. She's a social entrepreneur. I think recently she met with Dr. Okonjo-Iweala when she went to the World Trade Center in Switzerland. You understand? So the number of women doing great. So you don't have any excuse to fail. People will not, when people start discriminating against you, check yourself. Do I carry any value? You understand? Do I carry any value? Can somebody see maybe when she was still much younger, and somebody eat her books up? It's not possible. What value are you adding to yourself, young ladies? You understand? What value are you adding to yourself? Are you becoming a burden to your parents, or are you bringing value to your family? Okay, all right, thank you, sir. All right, so this is our product. She's going places. All right, so I want to remind you now, your voice matters. Some of you are even firstborn girls, firstborn children. So if you don't follow the right path, your younger ones too will not do well because they are looking up to you. So your voice matters. Your presence is valuable. You deserve equal opportunity. That's when you add value to yourself. You can't be clamoring for, I want to be this, and you're not adding value to yourself. I want to be this, and you're still holding your bachelor's degree. So add value to yourself. Your success inspires others. Finally, ladies, you have no excuse to fail. What do you want to be known for? A baby mama, a prostitute, a side chick that is destroying other people's home? Or you want to be the future Oyenikes, the future Kojo Wealas, the future Oladijis, the future Amuson, the future Alakijas, the future Vikijets. I'll tell you, your future is waiting for you. Don't disappoint. Thank you for listening.
Can we double up our blessing for the lecturer? Hello? Hello? You have a question for the last lecturer who has just finished. Write it. I asked them to be given a paper. Have they been given? Write your question. So, do you want the answers to them now? Oh, no. Okay. So please collect the questions and let the lecturer answer them quickly within the next 10 minutes. But before I forget, Yoruba they say isn't it? Our number one citizen, the wife of our Yoruba president, is also a very successful woman. Can we jam our hands together to celebrate Mrs. Oluwole? Please, can you rise up for recognition? It's known all over the world and is a successful entrepreneur. So please, it's okay. I will official because you, by the grace of God today, Professor Oluwole only 15. More than I say more than 15. But let's not summarize it to the 20. And one of the women who mentored the professor is also seated here. He retired as a director. Can you raise up for recognition? That's my wife. It's a place in your life. And our high chief here too is a very successful woman. Successful. Ìlú wọn ló kò gbèsè kákó fi ìyànjú oyè láàrin ìlú ó ní láti jẹ́ ní rere. So our mom is a very successful woman. So Oku Sowo you, there was a time I was wearing uniform like you, like this. But the sad aspect that I didn't have this kind of opportunity you are having. Maybe you report sick on top of you, the scholarship on top of Ọlọ́run ló fún mi scholarship o. àwọn bàbá Abíọ́dún Olúwọlé, Professor Abíọ́dún Olúwọlé ló jẹ́ kọ́mọ̀ lóyìnbó láyé yìí. That was after I finished my HND. So opportunity tẹ̀ ní ẹ̀ ní ìdásíkò lórúkọ Jésù. Are you with me? Today we are giving you scholarship, and now let me inform you, we have about 6 professors in the education committee now. Go back to me for those that allow and come and will come. You can organize to come to your individual secondary school. We can sell you. If you write us, we will give you our emails. If you write us and tell us what you are going through, we will respond to your emails. So I invite Dr. Olabide Akonde to respond to their questions. Where are the questions, sir? Short answers, okay? So that it won't be another lecture again. Just summarize the answers. All the questions are not coming from one secondary school. How do you go to your school and you didn't write your school? Okay, let me see the answer of those that ask questions. Raise your hands up. Which school is that? Oh, yeah, come speak so that you will hear you. Look, let me tell you one thing. Where's the microphone? You better showcase yourself to be seen all over the world. As this program is going on, what is happening to it? Speak.
It's going live, sir.
They are watching it live all over the world. It's being streamed. So I want those that ask the question to come out. Oh yeah, come and line up here. So that the whole world can know the secondary schools in Ijare. You are one of those that ask the question. Stand up and come to the front.
Just come out.
Just come out. If you wrote a question, if you wrote a question, come out. Let them see you in your uniform. That's CAC Grammar School, isn't it? Which school is yours? We are speaking to you.
I asked that if the better study.
No, your school.
My early king.
Emmanuel the King. We have CAC here. Another Anglican, okay. Pragmatic, okay. So in school, never you don't go to school. You principal and you never at the school. If you have not asked a question, which school is yours? Which school? So they are watching them over the world. So what do I speak the like and be the principal?
What is the
There are a lot of questions. I'm glad that it's also if people understand things, they will ask us. I'm glad that you have a lot of questions. Okay, I'll read everything because some might be similar. Okay, someone said, please, how can I balance academics with education as a secondary school student who has a skill that I want to maximize? Okay, right. Another one say, hey, Daniel, please, sorry. Okay, someone say, how can the males be cooking and taking care of the children in the house when you say the man is the head of the family? Okay, he said when a female stay at home, she should be paid. Is it not the male that is providing for the female? Can a person follow the advice of a pastor, or the person should follow his mind? Is it bad to be a commercial student? Because some people say commercial is not good. If you're a person who likes drama and you said you want to be an artist and your parents say you should go for journalism, okay, for instance, I wish to study and I didn't see someone to help me with that. Can I go for a school that will benefit? If someone wants to study law and he writes JAMB 3 times, they did not pick him, can the person go for another course or he should wait and rewrite? You mentioned about confidence. How can someone be confident enough? How can you overcome worries and I didn't get that. To speak up your career. Who is an economist? What subject do I need? Which university do I need to go? How can you overcome worries and inability to speak about your career academics? How can we organize our own business? How can we overcome challenges? What are the challenges? How can we determine for future? How to focus on what to do? How can a female further her education when there is no money and no job? How can a female overcome sexual challenges? During secondary school, can we learn trade work? I want to become a pilot, but my daddy wants me to become a mechanical engineer. What can I do?
Hello. I want to thank you very plentifully, because you must have enjoyed the topic for you to ask this number of questions. But I know the style I will use when the second person finishes presenting. I will ask you to come out physically. Okay? So we have to teach you how to overcome shyness. And I want at least one person from all the schools to prepare to ask questions. Do you hear me? Meanwhile, before the lecturer will come and answer your question, he will group your questions, and after the second presentation, we will ask all the questions and answer them. So we want to go to the second lecturer now. So I have the honor and privilege to welcome Professor Adebanjo Badejo to the podium. Thank you. Yes. I think we should get the other mic. The other mic is better. So yes, there was something.
Hello. If you cannot hear me, say hey. If you cannot hear me, say ah. Now, if you can hear me, keep quiet. All right. Good afternoon to you all. I want to appreciate the organizers, as my sister said. It's a great thing that you put together here, that the children can learn this at a time like this. And then something interesting is coming up in Futa in the next couple of weeks. And one of the, I don't know who the person is now, but I got a message. They said the person is the leader, maybe the Parents Teachers Association leader or whatever of Ijare Anglican Grammar School or something. Futa every year during convocation, we invite students from secondary school to come. And so before we start sending the letter, they've written that we must invite this school. And then seeing the attendance here today, I think I will write 2 or 3 letters and make sure that about 3 schools come from Ijare to attend that program. And I know Professor Ijare will facilitate that. Is that one working now? All right. Thank you so much. Professor Lualana is my oga, and he invited me to be a part of this. And I want you to follow me, because in the middle, I will give us an assignment to do, and all of us will do it here. I'll be talking to you on something that you are looking at here. Hope for the new generation. I don't know why. It's moving, but the red points. Anyway, the red, okay, it's faint. It's very faint. It's very faint. All right. Now I'm starting with this. Look at what we have up there. How many of you have heard the word Gen Z before? Gen Z. You've heard it? Let me see your hands up. Oh, very few. Okay, only very few have heard it. All right. That's exactly why I need you to pay attention very well. If you look at what you're seeing on the screen here, you discover that everyone that is seated here, they have their own generation here. And different generations are called by different names. They are called by different names. Look at those people that were born between 1965 and 1980. They call them Gen X. They call them Gen X because they are very, very different. And then those ones that are born between 1981 and 1996, they call them the millennials. The one that they call the Gen Z, those people that were born between 1997 and 2012. When I was growing up, if we go to somebody's house and they say, come and eat, and my mother is there, if you eat, you are dead. So when the people will say, Mama, you must be saying, Amotiyo. But the generation now, they will say, Mommy, they say I should come and eat. Should I go? And they can go and they will eat. In my time, when they say come and I say, Mommy, can I jẹ? Ìgbà tó bá jẹ tán ni wàá mọ̀ pé jẹ. Ó yàtọ̀ sí jẹ. Because that jẹ, what does that jẹ mean? Tọ́ bá bí ẹ̀dá, ìwọ fẹ́ lù kàn. But today now, when a father tells a son, Bami Bomiwa, and he's bringing the water, he said, this is it. He said, Bele Milori. And they will put it on the head of the father. Because he was the one that says, Bele Milori. And so, the people that we call the Gen Z, and the new one, many of you seated belong to these two, Gen Z and Gen Alpha. There's something that are unique about these two generations. And I want you to see that very well. That's what will help us to be able to talk about what we want to talk about today. Look at that. Now, everybody seated here. What does this thing mean? This sign here. Facebook. Thank you very much. Assuming there are so many elders here, adults, they may not know what it means. What does this one mean? This one. See? Should we ask our parents in front, some of them? Maybe they will pass it. Professor Lord is my guy. If I ask him and he didn't get it, he will discipline me. Let me not ask him. Now, look at this one. What does this one mean here? Can you see that you know everything that I'm saying here? But many of our parents don't know. Now, what about this one here? This one. Thank you. What about this one? Clap for yourself. That's a great one. Can you see now? It's because your generation is different. If you show my mother, what is this? Kilo abe. Because that's not our generation. If you have a newborn baby now, baby 6 months old, in our own time, we play with sand and baby. But they play with phone now. If you give them toy phone, they will throw it away and collect the correct phone from you. And they know what to press. My son came to me, Daddy, can I use your phone? I want to ask Meta AI something. Meta AI. Shakabula, let me use your work. How many of you know Shakabula? That line, but now they use Meta AI to do assignment because it's a different generation. Now, there's something that is now specific and unique about your generation. So, let's leave our parents. Come and hear about you now, about your generation. Let's see what is specific and unique. Everyone in Gen Z, they are very ambitious. Very, very ambitious. They want to be there. They want to get it. They want to do it. They want to try it. And everyone that is Gen Z, they love to. Have you ever gone to Japan? Have you ever gone to Japan? Yes, your hands going up. Everyone wants to Japan. Yes. Gen Z, what does Japan mean? To travel abroad. So many Gen Z and Gen Alpha, they want to Japan. They just want to go. And so that is very unique about them. And another thing that is unique is like every Gen Z, they like money. If you don't like money, raise your hand there. You don't like money. They like money. All right. Okay. Gen Z likes money. And that is the reason why many of them have gone to Yahoo. Yahoo Plus is so much around now. Why? Because they love money. They want to get the money, but they don't know how to. So the only way they see as being the how to is the Yahoo. And so they go into it. Don't forget the title of my presentation. I said hope for this new generation. Alright. Now, they are prone to anxiety, they worry a lot. Little thing breaks them up. The chairman, my professor, has been married now for a very long time. But many Gen Z, when they get married, marriage is almost 3 years sometimes, and they are married. And they start everything. Well, because many things worry them, and they are looking for answers everywhere. Right? Now, this Gen Z, they love to play game. You have never played game before. Say, that's a lie. You can play. Even though at this time, many parents do not buy phone and give you. Even though at this time, many parents will not buy phone and give you. When my wife will complain, she said, my children, the boys, they are using data all the time. She said, don't touch my phone. She said, okay, mommy, you will not touch your phone. And she will be in the kitchen. She will put the phone beside her. They will go beside her, put on the Bluetooth, and then leave the phone there, and go back to their room, and they start playing their game, download lose all her data. To her, the phone is beside her in the kitchen. Nobody touch the phone. As the phone, they don't phone here, àwọn ẹni lórí yàrá. Phone yà wà lẹ́gbẹ̀ẹ́ kitchen. So by the time she wants to say, who ṣẹ̀ṣẹ̀ ra MTN, kí ló dá ẹ̀yàmọ̀ yìí yẹ? Wọ́n ti lò ó bẹ́ẹ̀. Why? Because that's a unique generation. To you, to our parents, they think, ọmọ ti rí òun náà nìyẹn, irọ́ ni o, nítorí owó ọ̀dọ́ wà bẹ́ẹ̀ o. At all. So that is the thing. They don't social media, you play games a lot, several games a lot. And this is the age of prank. Have you seen a lot of pranks online? They do prank. Have you know the word? Why are you running? Why are you running? And everybody start running. And then you now come back. Why are you running? They don't know. And so we can see that is the category we belong to. And so we need to hear this. All right, I'm moving on. Now I am coming to you now one-on-one. One-on-one is, what do you desire yourself? What kind of future do you want? Some of the people you are sitting beside, after secondary school, you will not see them again for life. Because after secondary school, some may have opportunity, they find themselves somewhere in Lagos, and from Lagos, the next place they find themselves is in Australia. The next time you see them, you will not see them on TV. There's one lady now, they call her Kelly Babylon. Kelly was born in Nigeria, grew up in UK here, before the father took her to UK. She's one of the greatest leaders there now. I thought she was part of the people that she will recruit. And on like that. So the friends you have around now, don't use that as a means to distract yourself. Have a desire for yourself. What do you want to achieve? What do you want to become? That's very important. And how do we become something tomorrow? If I want to eat bread now, if I go out there, will I see bread or not? Bread is there. Bread is out there I can buy. Any of you sitting here, did you make any bread? No. If you want your own bread to be eaten tomorrow, you will start it today. The bread I see outside today was started yesterday. So anything you want to be tomorrow must start today. If you don't do anything today, you will not see anything tomorrow. And so that's where we are going to. Look at what I put here. If you, let's do it together. Everybody, let's go. 1, 2, go. Whatsoever you do, you have to keep moving forward. Whatsoever you do, you have to keep moving forward. How many of us know this song? Go, 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 go. You know it, Andy? Okay. Now, if you know the song, go, 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 and you press your neck, do you know what the meaning of the song is? Now, let me tell you the meaning. It was one man. It was great Jordan that brought it to social media for us to know now. But it was not great Jordan that sang the song. It was an old man. And what was the story? It was a story inside that thing. The king said, whoever can bring the elephant to my palace is the one that will marry my daughter. He told, the king said to all the animals, and all the animals added, you must bring the elephant alive. Which animal can bring an elephant alive to the palace? And so the tortoise went to the elephant and said, elephant, hey, I passed by you. Because the elephant was not present when they made the announcement. He said, I passed by you palace. The king said, if you can show up, I is willing to make you, to give you a chieftaincy title, to give you an appointment. He said, wow. He said, but then, since I'm the one that you can't leave me behind, now we have to go together. The elephant said, that's nice. And the tortoise now said, you know what we'll do? You know I'm very slow, so carry me on your back. And so the tortoise climbed the back of the elephant. And so the tortoise said, elephant, sorry, you know that I can easily fall down. So let me put this rope around your neck. The elephant said, okay, no problem. So the tortoise put the rope around the elephant's neck and was holding the rope, and they were going. By the time they were about to get to the palace, the tortoise said, elephant, let me get down. So that it will be as if something else. So the tortoise got down, holding the rope gradually, and the elephant following, and then handed over the rope to the king. So the tortoise has brought the elephant alive to the king's palace. And the elephant, and everybody shouted. And the tortoise now had something from the king, but the elephant has nothing. The tortoise is slow. The tortoise is wise. And the tortoise kept moving. And the tortoise got something. So whenever you are singing, go, 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 you know, just sing our leg. But there's a lot of things that is packaged in that. Whatever it is, you've looked at your master's book, everything looks like a demon. Start from chapter 1. Start from the simplest. Algebra, integration, leave it. Come to simultaneous equation. If that one is too big, come to ratio. If ratio is too big, move backward again. Gradually, and then from there, you pick it. Gradually, and you keep moving. You keep moving till you get somewhere. But if you feel everything is too big and too I'm not going to do anything, you will get nothing. So whatever you do, keep moving. All right, now making a choice. My sister said so many. I didn't see her slide. This is what I put here. Almost everything that I wanted to tell you, she has said it. I'm just saying it in a different way. What have I come here to let you know? For you, at this age now, you are thinking, what should I do? What should I do? It's the thing now. Look at it. Worrying at this age. What exactly should I go into? Have you seen many businesses around? Because Baba Taji saw that Baba Bakari owns a block where that we know that machine owns a block. Now you should be able to block here. Have you seen something like that? Because it's not sent to do that. So it's at this stage now you begin to think, and the priority on the list is education. Can you imagine? As I'm seated, I mentioned to you the other time that I schooled in Japan. I speak Japanese very well, and I'm going to use it in this lecture now. Minasan konnichiwa, ogenki desu ka? Koko wa ne, minna wa gachi that. Who understand everything I said? Nobody. But some of you have been watching some Korean movies. So if I just say annyeonghaseyo, I said you can even now. Education is the one that gives you language, communication with the rest of the world. So if you don't have that education, there is no way you can communicate. Education is the important thing here. That's the number one thing. Education, and that's why you are here in class. You can't get money now and say somebody that you give this money to buy I don't know. I'm going to know so that when they don't know what to do, you're going to tell them. So that's what you know. But education, when you have education, as it's saying it, you know what is there. Education teaches the language. So now the school we have to know Yahoo. Our parents seated here, they can tell you in their own time, some people were doing Yahoo. The Yahoo of that time is called Lugudi. So many people did that then and they made money. Where are they? How many Lukude? The first one you go. How many people are going into Lukudi and you see their name anywhere? Nobody. How many Yahoo do you see? Do you hear? Eventually you just say that he suddenly died. That's what happens to them. And girls also, because you saw a car, just like you were telling me, and you are following the guy, and you know it's Yahoo. We've seen so many on the social media. There was one of recent. Wanting somebody to have sex with him and with her on the road. But if you have your education, you are confident. You can stand and talk anywhere. So, and the education will take you to either the university, the polytechnic, the colleges of education, nursing school, many areas. And just like I said, what we will teach in FUTA is the courses we do there. There are so many courses. Some wants to become lawyer, some wants to become doctor. And interestingly, as we are here now, I know that many of us still do not know some of the courses, all the courses they offer in university. Doctor, medicine, law, engineering, accounting, banking and finance. That's what we know more. How many people know there's something called geology? Very few. How many know there's something called geophysics? How many know there's a course called anatomy? Okay, some people know. So when you come around, when you check, you will see a lot. That's my major thing today. It's not that one. That one is the number one thing which you must get. But the number two that I'm focusing on is this one. This soft skill. When we're going to say, Ọmọléèwé o, kàwé. Did you hear the song? It's not that I sang the song. Kàwé, 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 kàwé. But at the condition we are now, it's not just that book. It is what you do in between. This soft skill. That's exactly what I want to focus on again. In addition to your schooling, I'll soon drop the mic, I won't take too long. And then now look at this. And then after that, I want to talk about the next one is combination of both. You need both. It's not a curse. It's not a curse. There's some of us, no matter what you say, we have them in the university too. No matter what you say, they still fail and fail and come out with a pass or top class or something. Here also, some you say university. They may not have interest at all. But there's something here. The skill. And there's some that will go to the university and combine it, which she has shown you so many of them. Now, in talking about that one, what do we do? Look at this now. How many know this person? Who is he? And who is this one? Mommy, so you know them. Now, these people that I am pointing to you, these people have made it in their life. They are millionaires. They are millionaires. There's one that I wanted to put there, I just didn't put it. Brain Jordan. Brain Jordan organized a show. He said, in this show, we want to make 2 millionaires. And that day, there was one person there that they raised over 25 million naira for in one show of the night. Brain Jordan is not idiot. He went to school. Brother Shaggy finished from University of Lagos, Unilag. That's where Brother Shaggy finished from. But he had a talent within him, which some of you have. Some of you can talk. When they write names of noisemaker, your name is always number one. Don't worry. Maybe that's your talent. Maybe you'll be a radio presenter one day. Maybe you'll be a CNN, in CNN working one day. That can help you. Now, there are so many things under content creator. If that is what you actually have passion for. Some people write the skit. Some people act it. Some people design those things and put them, they upload them. When you check Facebook, you will see some, as you are moving, you will see other content. Some people join all those things together. There are things you could do, you could choose from. That I want to train myself on how to do this. And you have to start today. You know, as we are doing all this in our, some people are just busy gisting with their friend. The same friend, they came together. The same friend, they will go back together. And they will now ask them, what did you gain? What's that so good? No. So, nothing to point to. So when you come to something like this, you pay attention and listen. Leave your friend alone. Because by the time you become a millionaire, that time you can remember your friend. You give him money. And you'll be telling him, if I don't embarrass him, I will listen to you, listen to you. That's the most important thing. Content creator, you look at what exactly can I do around here? You start it now. And when you're on campus, you can begin to make your money over and over while doing this. A student of mine read food science and technology. She has graduated, she finished already. She came to my office yesterday. Futa will be doing graduation, convocation in 2 weeks' time or so. She's a photographer. She came to meet me and told me, sir, can you help me use your connection to get graduation gown? Why? He said students are coming to do photo shoot. So that when they do photo shoot before the convocation, when they come and hear the graduation, you're okay, fine. So once you wash or once you their photo before then. One if you don't have a year, only go over to cheap, we didn't loan, but once you are 15,000. Photo letter 15,000. Student am I do not allow. Did I say student there for no wider? At least two barrel rara, that's about 50 people lower. 50 why you got to not do it. One of your marry. That's 20,000 times 50. How much do you think he has made? And it's not going to make it after you had a computer for you. That's all. So don't throw away that skill. Then number 2, look at this. She mentioned it also. This is fashion. The fashion industry is gone wild. People do catwalking. They picture a lady showing Ankara on CNN. Ankara, the same Ankara that we wear. This one, when I was in the US, there was a lady there who went through American lottery visa because she didn't go to school. Because in those days, people that schooled and did not school, they let them go to America. This is what she was doing all through. Ẹyọ kọ̀ọ̀kan tó ń ṣe àgbà $25 lọ́wọ́ wọn. Lójúmọ́ gbà mí ó máa ń ṣe fún ẹni mẹ́fà mẹ́jọ. Just imagine, and depending on the hairstyle, some goes for as much as $50, some goes for $100. Exactly. Thank you, man. Mommy is correct. Say $150 sometimes, $150. When I'm talking about US of 2009, now it will be different. Imagine $100 here. Lójúmọ́ kò ṣe mẹ́ta $300. $300. Sáré calculate ẹ̀sìn owó Nàìjíríà. Ó tún salary bill already. Can you imagine? Because they calculate here. My wife teaches. Irun orí ẹ̀ ọkùnrin ló ń bá a ṣe, ọkùnrin tó ń ṣe ọmọ SS1. SS1 does the hair. As soon as they leave school, he goes back to where he's learning this. And they pay him regularly, doing it. And this fashion industry, how many of you know what they call Pinterest? Pinterest, you don't know now because you're not into the fashion thing. That's where all the fashion you see, most of them come out from. It's combining the technology of Gen Z with what you have inside you that you can do. Don't mind me, I talk to my students, I bring out the best in them. Throughout last year, the clothes that my wife wear was sold by my students in Futa. She has graduated now. And we still get so connected that we not sure that my birthday and the father's birthday the same day. So we always greet. We greet. The girl is a fashion designer, did food science and technology. I pay her when she sews the clothes. And the fiance is a cinematographer. Oh man, we camera kiri. Other to monitor, I will chat to them. Hey, no, no, function here. I wonder when you so old, no song. 500 no song. 500,000 no song. Kilo wa ṣe lọ ko camera na ni ba. But they have photo to the edit there. How many days was it taking? Only 2 days. 2 days, got to make 500K. So every weekend is busy. So there's no weekend it doesn't make 1 million plus. I mean, no month rather that doesn't make over 1 million. Holding camera. So don't look down on this. These nails, they're very difficult to shake. If you can learn it, please do. Please, so many. So okay, that's why you see and sweat. That I want perfume, do not focus, and it will be just fine. That you can do. Look at. You have not eaten this month. Say, hey! Hey. All right. Now, the food business. No matter what happens, people will eat. Food. There is this boy, Balogun. Balogun finished in Futa. Balogun was in geology. Go pass. Over sent there was the school of agri. Over fisheries and aquaculture. Balogun to Ijare. Balogun was into decorate hall here. Event decorator of hand. That's what Balogun was doing. One day in Akure, there's a place called Region 22, Redeem. There's one event center opposite. Somebody in my church was doing wedding anniversary. They invited me. On getting there, I met Balogun. Balogun was very short. Balogun ló wá ṣe gbogbo flower, gbogbo aṣọ decoration. Balogun wo ló ṣe ta? Èmi náà gbé iṣẹ́ bí ìwọ ló bá èlò náà san. Mo ní èlò náà san fún ẹ. láti yẹn ti mọ̀ bí èlò lọ sàn ó ní 250 lọ sàn 250,000 tó fi ta fúláwà àti aṣọ mọ́ra yìí. Èlò ló rent ẹ̀. I question èlò ló rent èlò ló sàn fún rentage àwọn tó rent. Wọ́n ní bọ̀ tó rent pátápátá ní ẹgbẹ́ 35,000. Ṣé ó láwọn boys tó ń gbé wá òun máa fún wọn ní 25,000. Ó dẹ̀ gba 250,000. Ó wọ short òun náà kọ́kọ́ sáàbù lóúnjẹ kọ́ tó sáàbù èmi lóúnjẹ. Ó jẹun èmi mo jó epo 1,000 per litre. Mo gbé mọ́tò wá mo wá jẹ ráìsì agolo kan. Òun bá ó wọ short litre ló gba 250,000 lọlé ó tún jẹun. Ta ní idiot náà ló lè jìrá ẹ. Ẹ má náwó sí mi o. And that is the boy with me. That's it. That's what he's getting. All right. So don't look down. You can get, some of you are very good cook. Of course, I don't want to say rice, right? You are every guy for you. And when you call and so, but there's some people they can cook once they start, your nose will be everywhere. Develop it more. Cook more. Do those things more. You know what they call small jobs? Samosa, spring roll. That to me, not here. So that you get to start today and on. I'm rounding up quickly. Now this one, in fact, that you could learn. People will go and bring someone from Ghana, from Togo, to come and do tiles. When you could learn the tiles and be an expert, I have another student. That's the tiling that he does before he comes to school. Once he leaves, he doesn't have any time to waste. Every weekend he's busy. He has gone. And these are things that make the future smiling. Provided you are an expert in this, you can transform this hall. And the entire Ijare will just be wondering, wow. And so, quickly, let me move on. I'm about to round up. You know, I said we will do some things. The first thing that I want you to remember is focus. Your future. Your tomorrow, the tomorrow you desire, with all that we have said now, máa bára ẹ sọ̀rọ̀ gan, kí ni mo lè ṣe gan-an? Kí ló wù mí láti ṣe gan-an báyìí? Kí ni mo fẹ́ ṣe gan-an? So that by the time you are getting home, you start saying it. As you are saying it, you be saying it over and over. Everybody bá gbọ́ architect mà nìyẹn fẹ́ ṣe ń ṣe, architecture mà ló fẹ́ ṣe, ó máa ti ń sọ everywhere. And you are, kì í ṣe pé mo fẹ́ ṣe, mo fẹ́ di architect. Ṣé o máa technical drawing? Òun lè dé bẹ́ẹ̀. Oh, the architect don't know. You will have known those things. The future and then the inner drive. Very, very important. The motivation that keeps driving you. Like you went to school today and you didn't sit at home. They are very important. I'll go over them quickly. Set goals. She has said it over and over. Those goals that will be measurable. Very important. Yes, I will run them up already. Now, inner drive. Now, this is my question for you. Now, everybody take your pen and paper. Do those 9 dots. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Do it on your paper quickly. And then I'll tell you what to do now. Do it on your paper quickly. 9 dots. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Do it. Have you done it? Oh, yeah, fast. We don't have time. They give me paper already. My time is going. Are you ready now? Now listen to my question. Listen to what you have to do with the instruction. Bó ṣe yà sílẹ̀ yẹn, ọba pé pen yẹn lé dot kan lórí any of the dots. Listen, máa ti ṣe, listen to me. Put your pen on one of the dots. Like your pen yẹn kúrò lórí paper. Ọba fa ìlà mẹ́rin, ó dẹ̀ gbọ́dọ̀ gba gbogbo orí dot yẹn kọjá. Ó gbọ́dọ̀ yọ pen yẹn, ó gbọ́dọ̀ yọ kúrò lórí ṣáàfà lọ. Mẹ́rin péré lẹ́ẹ̀mẹ́rin, ó gbọ́dọ̀ yọ kúrò lórí ẹ̀ o, ó dẹ̀ gbọ́dọ̀ gba gbogbo orí dot yẹn kọjá. Tó bá ti gẹ̀dẹ̀, kò náwó sókè pé jẹ́ rí. Do you understand the instruction? You draw the line, only 4 lines, without removing your pen. If you have done it, come forward. Come, let me see. Come and show me. Bring it, let me see. Let him pass. Or is he him or her? Come and show me what you have done. Those dots, draw the lines, 4 lines, just 4 lines. 4 lines. And it must pass through all the dots. It must pass through all the openings. I know what you do when you go. How do you get the one thing? What you okay? You must not remove your pen. Your pen, as you put the pen, it's not possible. Try. Come and show me. You are see when you draw this, you have removed your pen. Toto file. Pen you go. Awura. Okun kò kan eléyìí. No. Go file one by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 ló ṣe yìí. 4 la pé. No. O ti yọ pen yẹn sókè. Let me see. Kò kan eléyìí. Let me see. O ti yọ pen sókè kó tó wá pàtàkì yìí. Ó yá. 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Mẹ́rin la pé. Òkúta àárín yìí kò tí kan. Let me see. Kò tí close bí yìí. See. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Mẹ́rin 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 4 la pé. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 no need. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It has to be 4. Let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes. Okay, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 4. 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It has to be 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Kokotarin. You didn't tell the middle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Kokotarin. This one. O ti pé yẹn sókè. 5 lélẹ́yìn. 5 nìyí. 5. 6 lọ 6. Okay, class. Now, all right. Now. I will show you the answer now and I will round up. Now, see anybody. You have tried. Is anybody still get it? Only 4 lines. Now, let's look at my line now. 4 lines. If I see the person, I'll tell my professor to give me 5,000. And the back. Yes. 5,000. And the back. All they have to make it down. Let me bring it. Let me see. 5,000. I will give it okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 4. Alright. Sit down. 5,000. Going. Okay, last chance. No, last chance. Sorry. What to give? Okay. All right. Let me give you the answer. Now, listen, everybody. Now, count my lines now. Count it, everybody. Count it. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4. You get it again. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4. It touched all. Now, what is the lesson we are picking here? Now, listen to me. Now, listen very well. Every one of you that came to show me your own, you did everything within that box. For you to excel in life, you must move out of the box. Look at the first line. Is it within that box? It has gone outside the box. You must get out of the box. Get out of your confinement. Get out of that restriction. Get out of your comfort zone. Do something you've not been doing before. For you to be able to get it. See, 1, 2, 3, 4. Without lifting your pen. And the whole thing were touched. Get out of your comfort zone and then think well, think straight, and then maintain a good relationship Thank you very much. God bless you.
Thank you. Ijare o. Thank you. Have we gained anything at all? Can we give our leadership in the Ijare with 3 posters? Can we give our forerunners? Our brothers are here. Some of them are gone to rest. Some of them are late. But we are building on the solid foundations they laid. People like Dr. Sanyiri, people like Dr. Adu, and some of them are still alive. People like Ejide Alabi, people like General Mojebi, and so on and so forth, who have laid this foundation from which we are benefiting from today. Can we also give them 3 gozas? Outside of the Ijare citizens, some of the Ijare citizens who are outside the country, who are supporting this program with their resources, with their money, with their time. Can we, there are some numerous, I don't want to mention them, can we give them 3 gozas? Goza. Can we give those within the country who are supporting us and want a better future for you? Can you give them 3 gozas? Goza. God bless. Give yourself 3 gozas. God bless you. Now, this time around, I want each of the secondary schools, both public and private, in the Ijare to be represented in their question. So select at least 1 or 2 people to come and ask questions. Let's start with Anglican Grammar School. Where you come out? Anglican Grammar School, come out with your question. Anglican Grammar School, 2 people. Just two at school. Write it down. Write the question down. Come out there and read it. And we pass the question to the next. Can we listen, please?
Which university can I study mass communication and musician and do something? And when someone is ready to study, and there is no money to study, should that be a secondary school?
The question says primary school where you can study mass communication and music. It's music, okay? The lecturer will deal with it. Who is the second person from Anglican Grammar School, Ijare? You know, when I saw this guy coming, I didn't know that he was also a senior prefect. I was also a senior prefect of Anglican Grammar School from He is occupied the office I occupied in that school some 40-50 years ago. So you are welcome on board.
What kind of career can a person usually have a phobia of blood? And actually for blood. You know that kind of person for blood. So that kind of person. I don't know about that actually. Now, so that kind of person wants to go to medicine and surgery, but that person is really good in biology. So what kind of career can be announced for that person to do?
Bring your question. Go and write it. Pragmatic. I'm not calling this school in any order. Pragmatic. Any question from you? Pragmatic. Quickly. Let's CSE. Get it ready. CSE Grammar School. Mention your school.
The name of my school is Pragmatic. My question is, when someone went to school
my son went to school and later want to do soft skills, and there is no enough funds or money to start the skills, what do we do? I think I can answer that your question straightforward. That's why the director Ijare is doing what they are doing to provide funds for you. So seek help where you can get help. So I know you may not get the question answer to that. That's why you are here today. Right, CSC Grammar School.
Sir, what can we do to the parents that are forcing their children to do different courses? Do another course.
I hope the lecturer got that question. He said, why are some parents forcing their children to do a particular okay? Which Emmanuel the King.
So I want to ask that I wish to do medicine and surgery, but due to the absence of money, so I wish I would do pharmacy. Is that the right idea?
Pursue your dream. Ijare will be there for you. In fact, if what I'm proposing works, once you go in for medicine, as from next year, you will get a bigger scholarship. Igbo, the time will come when it will not be said in Ijare again that the fathers have eaten the sour fruit and the teeth of the children are said ahead. Ọmọ Ijare tí ò bá kàwé ṣe olóòfẹ́ kàwé. Àkókò ṣe pọ̀ tí ò ní sí pé owó ni ò jẹ́ kí n lọ skul. Ẹ tí ò bá lọ kò kàn fẹ́ lọ fúnra ẹ̀ ni. What school? Eagles Academy.
How we can establish our business if we don't have the capacities?
If you don't have capacity, I think the lecturer spoke about it, but we answer it again. Which school? Emmanuel.
What course can you go to become a military that will defend a nation?
I'm answering you. NDA, Nigeria Defense Academy. Okay, come back.
My name is because I love activity like drama and singing people. I didn't know the course I will go in school.
In fact, when I was doing my PhD at Kife, when I'm going to the postgraduate hall and I'm passing through the African studies and I see where they are beating gong and dancing, I'll be mocking them. Now, many of them can pay my 1 year salary in a month. You know African magic. Àwọn tó ń jókòó kan láyé ọjọ́ yẹn àwọn olólùwọ́ sí i. So, Ife is here and I know some other universities that are doing the African theatre and drama.
My question is, when someone has finished with our head and our head is good, but my head is not formal, is it advisable for the person to come back to secondary or to then speak something?
I can answer that quickly. There are late admissions in universities. By the time the admission by merit is out, it takes another 1 month or so, or even plus, before the final list or the second admission is given out. So, even if I delay your results, are you with me? The fellow that asked that question, if WAEC delays your result, pray that they don't delay it more than a month. If it comes out within a month or two, you still get admission that year. Okay? I think I have to handle. Is there any secondary school that want to ask question that has not been called? Any other secondary school? If you don't want the wrath of your principal, you better come out and ask because they are watching it. Your principals are watching this program.
If someone like fashion designer and a parent says she should go for maybe car production, she basically is advice from
Follow your mind, okay? Pursue the one that you know you have. I've heard of a story of somebody, the parent said he should go and study medicine. The child told the father and mom that he lost law. At the end of the day, they forced the guy to read medicine. When he got the certificate, he packaged the certificate, prostrated to the father and said, "Thank you, have your certificate. Me, I'm going to read law." I went back and read law. So pursue your dream, pursue your interest. I now call on Dr. Olamide. He will do everything, Abi. Oh, okay. All right. So let's invite our erudite scholar. I think they said they gave me one description, which I return the glory to God and to Ijare. They said I'm their oga. Take the glory Ijare here. Answer me now. If Ijare did not produce a professor who could also bring up his colleagues, would they be saying it here today? No. So we return all glory to God and to the city of Ijare. I don't know, you went round and look at my town. Ijare is not a village, it's a city. Now if you mention Ijare and you don't put city there, I won't try to go here.
Thank you very much, sir. Yes, interesting. You see, most of the questions that you put up here, most of them have actually been answered along the course of the presentation. But just to focus on two quick ones here. He says, can I learn trade while I'm in secondary school? Yes. Capital, yes. I've cited several examples. The boy that is doing hairdressing, the one that is sewing clothes. It's not university that you start to sew, but you will have been learning something. So that all those times you are wasting will not be there. For instance, I wish to study and I didn't see someone to help me. Can I go for a skill first? Yes. Yes. If the study you are talking about, if you are in secondary school already and you are here, it means you are already covered. What you can do to surprise everyone, ìwọ ṣe wà ẹ̀kẹ́ kó ní ẹ̀wà mẹ́jọ, wà á rí káwọn tó máa sanwó ẹ̀ pọ̀. Money will come and you will definitely. I was once in àwọn olówó green and white yẹn, Daba lọ straight down. There's one in the second school in Ijare here. Front hall in Akure, they were doing 20th anniversary of the place, and so the owner said, I will go to schools. So we went there, we looked for GSS 3 people that were going to SS1, and they were giving them awards. They gave them money. They were getting the money every time, and there was a condition she attached. The owner of front hall, they said, if you can do your WAEC once, and you can make your job once, and you get admission straight that year, that they will cover all your 5 years education. There's still many like that too. So people say you're not worried, you will come low on my column for to excel. You can take notes.
No. All right. Okay, I would like to address some of the female. Someone said, how can I overcome sexual challenges? Okay. You know what I've noticed? Social media exposes a lot of people to. Sometimes you think we're scrolling through Twitter, now X. You see things coming up. As of when I have to delete my TikTok because a lot of things just pop up when you are going through it. One thing is I want to ask you first of all, what are you exposed to? Do you check, some people check pornographic sites. What are you exposed to? What are the music you listen to? Hello, are you listening? If you are not asked this question, how do you overcome sexual challenges? You understand? Check what you are listening to, what you are watching, the kind of friends you are keeping. You understand? And you have to change your mindset. You understand? You have to check yourself that this one prayer I used to pray for my children, and you can pray it as well, that love will not awaken in you before it is time. You know, there's some children, love has already awakened in them before it is time. That they are desiring what is not, it's not your right to start sexual pleasure now. So you can pray that prayer for you. I'm a Christian, so I can tell you that. Pray that prayer for yourself that love will not be awakened in you before it's time. You don't desire what God is not giving you. Why should be fine? You are young, you have all these feelings, but you can kill it by not watching some negative things online. You can be exposed to sexual things online, on TikTok, on X, on different platforms. What are the friends you are moving with? Are they doing it? Stay away from friends that can get into such things. Stay away from music that can bring those such things in. Or the music you listen to, that what you hear from such music can even put you into going to sexual things. So you should stop that. Another thing of question is of confidence. How can you develop confidence? One thing is, if you don't know your uniqueness, you be helping others. One thing that you tell yourself, you should be the one that should be envied, not you should not be the envious. You understand? Know your uniqueness. We are different from ourselves. If you don't know your uniqueness, you understand, you won't be able to build confidence. And there has to be a mindset change. Before now, even as a first class student, I was not confident to stand in front of people, but I had to adjust myself. Can you be a lecturer without standing in front of people? So there has to be a mindset. You have to adjust your mindset that if you can write well. I have somebody, a pastor that I know, that in medical line they do oral and written exams. He writes very well. When he does this, anytime he write go for written exams, he will pass. But anytime he goes for his oral exam, he fails. If you can't speak for yourself in life, you not do well. So you have to adjust yourself, adjust your mindset. You understand that this confidence is a thing. You have to build it to yourself. You understand? And you have to know your uniqueness so that you can build up confidence. There are some things you can check up to, read books you can read that can help you to build your confidence. I hope you have seen
this. Before you take up, hello. We will soon finish, don't worry. Àfikún mọ̀ fẹ́ mú kóhun kì í yé dá sọ fún wa ní kàágbà kí a bá sọ̀rọ̀. Torí kí n bá kò níbi ìdánilẹ́kọ̀ọ́ yìí kí n bá mọ̀ mọ̀ kọ̀ọ̀kan lọ lé ẹ̀dá o. One, before you waste the time rí a ní. And yóò kí hàn èèyàn rí amúsílẹ̀ kọ̀ọ̀kan mú ṣe ètò ká ṣe ìbígbà kí wọ́n mú gbóná ni o. Hello there. Lọ́gbàgbọ́ bá ti lé girama wẹ̀ ní kọ́lẹ́ẹ̀jì. Ọkùnrin kan pè ọ́ sẹ́ni kiri. Èèyàn obìnrin mo bá sọ̀rọ̀ o. Kìí pọ̀ sí ní ọpá ń dolo. Kọ̀mú sí ní ọ̀gọ́ mọ́tò kan kọ̀mú jù àbí ọdún méjì àbí ọdún mẹ́ta kọ̀mú ṣáájú rẹ̀ kọ̀mú pè ọ́ kọ̀kọ́ yájọ́ rẹ̀ ń bọ̀ àyàṣọ rẹ̀ mi. Ọ̀tọ̀ ọ̀jẹ̀ ni o. You can go and do your own personal research about this thing. Wọ́n bá kó ra ọgọ́rùn-ún 100 people. Lákọ̀ọ́lábo 100 boys, 100 girls. Kàn bí friend ara ẹran lọ́gbà kan lé kọ́lẹ́ẹ̀jì kọ́ padà yá dọ́kọ àtìyàwó. Agídí lo amúrẹ̀yọ kan náà yan. Tí o mẹ́ sọ yé yín, wọ́pọ̀ senior mi ní kí mi gbà kó. Wọ́n tó yà kọ́ ya kìlúlé, kì í kí lọ ṣeré ìfẹ́. Wọ́n kọ̀ tàbùkù kóra rẹ ní gómìnà àánú àṣì onílé ọkọ̀ rẹ. Àìṣẹ́jẹ́ ni Gbàgbà Alágbèékan Grammar School. Ẹ ṣàkíyí kọ ọkùnrin mi yóò tú o bá tún ẹ̀ ṣe táyà rẹ̀. Ṣé ìgbọ́ mi? Ẹ ṣàkíyí kọ ọkùnrin yóò bò. Ọba ti mẹ́ẹ̀ ṣe àyà rẹ̀. Ọkùnrin kan bá ti bọ́ ọ ṣe pọ̀ yìí bẹ́ẹ̀ pọ̀ bá sùn. Ṣé ìmọ̀ ọ̀bẹ yìí bá ṣe pọ̀? Àbí mọ̀sọ́mẹ̀sọ́ ìmọ̀. Ọkùnrin bá ti bọ́ ọ ṣe pọ̀, ọba ọ̀sùn ló gbàgbé ní kọ́lẹ́ẹ̀jì bẹ́ẹ̀ fẹ́ ọ, àìsàn fún lòmíràn, and it's going to tell at least 13 people. Statistics are proving that anyone that has a complaint about one person will at least tell 13 other people. I take any. I also I can listen. Yes, I can president now. I had to go. I will look at me. I can taste it. So ìmọ̀bára ni jẹ́ ní kọ́lẹ́ẹ̀jì tó mẹ́sàn-án yé yìí. Létí yunifásitì kọ́kọ́ ọ̀rọ̀ ọkùnrin àkọ́kọ́ ọ̀rọ̀ obìnrin kan jọ lọ sí yunifásitì kan ṣe boyfriend girlfriend. Wọ́n bá fẹ́ ṣa ọ̀ka padà fẹ́ra ni ọ nínú ni ọdún 15. I'm talking of statistical findings. Márùn-ún sí márùn-ún lógún ni ọkọ̀ ni ọkọ̀ ọ̀gbáfẹ́ múra ni ọ̀gbáfẹ́ ní yunifásitì. Kọ́ bá wọ̀ dẹ̀ ṣọ́ra ni ọ̀tí àdìsọ́ọ̀bù ara ni ọkọ̀ bá délé kan bí kò lọ. So that's why there's a high level of divorce, high level of unholy relationship in marriages today. Because Olomide take carry university go on to be boyfriend márùn. So kọ́ bá ìyá fẹ́ ọ́ nìkan kó gbé súlé ẹ̀yọ̀ wà lóyà sọ́ni ìmọ̀. So Ijare ìṣera ni dáadáa ń lè lédè àdé sọ fún wa o. Ẹ̀kú ọ̀wọ̀ kóra ni sọ̀rọ̀ bí yéyìn. Yóò ní ìfẹ́ ní afẹ́yà ìfẹ́ ìṣekúṣe ní afẹ́yà sọ̀kàn ní ṣùgbọ́n kí n gbé mọ́lẹ̀ Ọlọ́run ràn yín lọ́wọ́. Ọmọ ọ̀gá mi nígbà tí mo wà ní NAFDAC ọ̀gá tó lọ́gàá fún mi ìgbà tó mọ̀ ẹ́ wọ yìí tó wọ fúta ó fọmọ yẹn sí under my care so mo wá ń sọ ọmọ yẹn ìgbà tí ò bá ti wá sí class mi and he was in my class ẹni ojú kan I used to remember that name ẹni ojú kan now ìgbà tí mi ò rọ ọmọ yẹn ní class mo wá pe bàbá ẹ̀. Baba was my director and I was the deputy director to the father. Mi ò rọ́ wọn yín ní kíláàsì mọ́ o. Kí ló dé? Ìgbà tí wọ́n tó dá sí àwọn náà fọwọ́ yẹpẹrẹ mu. Àṣà àwọn máa jókòó sí hall. A jókòó sí residence. A máa ṣe oúnjẹ fún boyfriend ẹ̀ tó wà ní kíláàsì tó ń kọ̀wé. Báyìí á kàwé tó á tún lọ jẹ oúnjẹ wá tó jẹ nǹkan míì. At the end of the day, bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn drop out of futa. Ẹ tó ti dé part 4. Ó ti dé 400 level ní fúta ó tó padà lọ bẹ̀rẹ̀ ní level 2 ní Delta State University. Gbogbo tí wàá ṣe tó ń ṣe ṣùgbọ́n ìfàsẹ́yìn tó fà sẹ́yìn lọ́dún mẹ́ta yẹn tí ò bá ṣọ́ra ó lè má pamọ́. So be careful in all your dealing, particularly the female fault. The Lord will help you in Jesus' name.
Thank you very much, sir. Yes, somebody has a question here. Àwọn ìyá àti bàbá ò ní owó láti ràwé kò dẹ̀ sí fóònù tó fẹ́ fi máa ṣe homework kí ni káwọn ṣe? See, I will tell you something. You are the one that should wake up. One of my colleagues wọ́n fún admission kó wá ṣe medicine wọ́n ní kó wá san 40,000 naira owó yẹn ò yọ ó waste ọdún kan nígbà tó di ọdún kejì wọ́n tún fún ní admission ìgbà yẹn wọ́n ní kó wá san 13,000 ó lọ bá ìyá. Màmá tẹja kò sówó màmá dúpẹ́ yílẹ̀ ìgbà tán ní owó màmá tún bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ní ké ó ní kí màmá má wọrí kí lẹ́wọ̀n tó ṣe ó lóun mú pépà àti báírò ó kọ orúkọ 26 people tó lè fún òun ní 500 naira ó lóun àlọ́ bá wọn ẹ̀gbọ́n wọ́n máa fi admission fúdà wọ́n ní kí sọ kíní kan 500 naira ní kẹfí ìyẹn jọ mo wá admission fúdà wọlé ìmí àti ní 1,000. Ìmí àti ní 1,500, ìmí ìfún 2,000, kò dé ọ̀dọ̀ 26 people yẹn tó fi ní 13,000 tó fi wọlé. Ó ronú fúnra ẹ̀ ní o, ìyá kan ló ronú fún o. Ìyá olówó àti bàbá olówó láti ra tẹ̀sí kò dẹ̀ sí fóònù tí ò lọ́rẹ̀ẹ́ pé jọ̀ọ́jà mi níwèé ẹ̀ máa ń wá lọ́la. Ṣé ọ̀rẹ́ ẹ̀ tó kó gbogbo owó tiẹ̀ lọ léṣe pẹ̀lú ló kà ń lé kò ká? Tí wàá ìbáda wá ń yá ẹ̀, wàá rí ìwé mú lọlé, wàá rí nǹkan kà. Ẹ lè blame anybody o, at all. Is it a bad thing to be a commercial student? No, it's a great thing. Anybody can study anything they want with confidence. Watermelon àti lemon, èwo ló tóbi jù? Ṣé o lè fi watermelon ṣiṣẹ́ tí lemon fẹ́ ṣe? Láíláí, olúkúkú ṣe tiẹ̀ ní o. Tí ọmọ sáyẹ́nsì máa ń ṣe gọ̀rọ̀gọ̀rọ̀ wájú ọ̀nà àwọn olóhùn o. Do your thing and do it well. Onítọ̀ bá fẹ́ exam lẹ́ẹ̀mẹ́ta ṣé kóun tún padà lọ ṣe tó bá ti fẹ́ lẹ́ẹ̀kìnní tí kò tiẹ̀ ò tó lọ tó máa sọ pé nǹkan kan wà tó pẹ́ lọ tó jọra ẹ̀ lọ́bẹ̀ yẹn kó ló máa ṣe o Mama sùn lé tó máa jí o, tó bá jókòó sílé tó ń sùn tó ń jí. Tí bá ṣe dáàmú sí mi ò lè pass o. Kí ló tí mi ṣe lè pass? Gbogbo physics, biology, chemistry ìgbà yẹn mo ti gbàgbé nǹkan mí ni mo ń ṣe báyìí. Àbí tí máa ṣẹ̀ṣẹ̀ padà síbẹ̀. So tó bá jókòó sílé ọdún kìíní ọdún kejì, n tó rò pé wọ́n school tẹ́lẹ̀ ó lè mọ́ mọ́ o. Jáàmù alákọ̀ọ́kọ́ tó gba 215, 215 tó bá ṣẹlẹ̀ kejì tó ti kúrò school láì kàwé láì serious ó lè bọ́ sí 205 o. Tó bá máa ṣẹlẹ̀ kẹta ó lè bọ́ sí 180 o. Á lè máa frustrate ẹni yẹn lọ ni. Ẹlòmíì tó bá determine tó ń fún ní gbogbo resources ó lè ṣe jáàmù kìíní kó gba 240 kó ṣẹlẹ̀ kejì tó gba 280. Àwọn tó ń gbà yẹn wọ́n fi wò ó. So tó máa ti fún ẹ tó relate bẹ́ẹ̀ wọ school kò lọ ṣe é. Sórí wọ́n ṣòwò afọ́tò lẹ́ẹ̀kan tó ṣe biology tó jẹ́ kéèkì ló ṣe báyìí. Kò sọ story ẹ̀ tán ni o. Ẹni yẹn kówó jọ fúnra ẹ̀ ó lọ fẹ́ lọ sọ lílé ó lọ fún tọ̀. Ó sanwó plate tiẹ̀ fúnra rẹ̀. Ẹni tó ṣe ọ̀fọ́tò ìpínlẹ̀ lẹ́ẹ̀kan yẹn. Ó lọ lóyìnbó. Ọ̀sẹ̀ mélòó lọ́dún how many weeks? Well, and they came back again. Ó tún padà sẹ́nu iṣẹ́. Kéèkì rẹ̀ ló ṣe o. So on and on bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn, let me give you a story.
This question, you want to study microbiology. What are the subjects? Usually, it's biology, chemistry, and physics. But if you want to write JAMB, you have to go to, for example, some students did not get admission into food science and technology because they had wrong subject combination. FSC, biology, physics, and chemistry. But some people did mathematics. So you take the brochure of the school you want to go. If you are going to Peter, go to where microbiology department is in the brochure. Check the subject combination. Kill on subjects on my back. Don't let what department here. Because some people have high JAMB score, but they have wrong subject combination. You understand? So another thing that is advisable to do is, aside going through looking at the JAMB brochure, go see departments in front of this school here. I be very auto they run or see them. You can, I tell confidence is important. You can go and approach HOD. Sir, I'm putting in for JAMB and I picked this course. What are the, I want to put in for JAMB, what are the subject combination? What's the way, cause subject buy, because a lot of people miss admission because of wrong subject combination. For microbiology in Peter, it is chemistry, biology, and physics. Another person said, you don't like blood and you like biology. There are a lot of courses I can offer. Even for science and technology, you need biology. So it's not just medicine that requires biology.
Thank you very much. This person is saying that about 3 of them, parental influence. I want to be a pilot. My parents said I should be mechanical engineering. I want to be I like to be an artist. They want me to be journalist and all that. Láwọn ilé kan o lè ṣagídí. Most of àwọn ilé olówó yẹn o lè ṣagídí o. Àwọn parents yẹn máa insist. Àfi táwọn ẹ bá fẹ́ yà nǹkan mọ́ wọn lọ́wọ́. But the world has made us to realize one thing. The world is interconnected. You want to be a pilot now, you find yourself doing mechanical engineering. Eventually, you may be the one that is helping the pilots to work on their landing gear. Tí plane bá fẹ́ land, ó ní táyà tó máa kọ́kọ́ kó jáde. You may work in that land, you will still be in the environment of those people. Eventually also, you can do that. I saw one man, he said the father forced him to do architecture. Pé civil engineering dẹ̀ lòun fẹ́ ṣe. Ó ṣe architecture yẹn níbí. Ó wá padà lọ ṣe masters ẹ̀ ní civil engineering. Wọ́n sọ pé gbàtí mo ka story ẹ̀ ní CNN. Wọ́n ní nínú gbogbo building tó wà ní Dubai, the high-rise building, this man participated in more than 5% of all of them. Gbogbo building Dubai, why? Architecture àti civil engineering yẹn wá ṣiṣẹ́ papọ̀. So kò síbi tó ń tiẹ̀ sí, kò stop talent tó wà nínú ẹ̀. A ti sọ̀rọ̀ pa ọmọ tó ṣe fisheries ẹja, tó jẹ́ pé event decoration ló ń ṣe. Ètò ṣe biology, tó jẹ́ pé inú kéèkì ló ti ríra ẹ̀. So ìyẹn, just like I said at the beginning, education gives you the language. You can communicate. Whenever you now find yourself, spread your wings and fly.
All questions on financial challenges, you've heard it from the organizers. If you want, there is no sponsorship. After my first degree, other degrees are acquired. were from based on my master that was European Union that sponsored it. You understand? So you never get that scholarship. If you truly want to study, then you have to pay read hard so that you can't see a scholarship opportunity that they will write third class. That's the requirement. You see, like two strong, two, and first class. So for you to overcome financial challenges, if your parents are not able to pay for your fees, study hard. When you have that, and one thing about God is, if you see the child determined, God will always come through for you. You understand? Maybe through your community. And online, they know of scholarships. They know a lot of times I see undergraduate scholarships online. So when you explore the internet, what are you checking? Is this for sponsorship? Especially people that are having financial challenges. If you don't go to school, you don't have any excuse because your parents don't have money. You don't have any excuse. There are a lot of sponsorship available. Even somebody can take you or pay money, and you go to school. So no excuse if there are financial challenges.
Now I'm having the last one with me now, so we're almost rounding up. This one is very interesting. He said, how can I balance my secondary school with learning skills? After secondary school, 2 o'clock, but the school man close. Àyè pọ̀ rẹpẹtẹ, gbogbo Saturday, Sunday, tá a máa ń waste. Tó bá lọ bọ́ sí ẹnu ẹ̀kọ́ṣẹ́, wàá ti mọ bọ́ ṣe ń gé aṣọ, wàá ti gé pépà láìmọye ìgbà. Ó bá bọ́ sọ́dọ̀ mechanic náà. Don't see mechanic as being a dirty job o. No, you will get to learn a lot within those free periods. Ẹnìkan kọ́ síbi ó ní, why are our parents, our mothers, why are they biased? If I say I want to go and collect textbook from my friend who is a boy, my mother will say I should not go. Me too as a father I will say don't go. Tó bá fẹ́ gba textbook tó ń jẹ́ níkẹ́, gbà lọ́wọ́ Florence náà ní textbook. Má lọ sọ́dọ̀ Kúnlé lọ gba textbook. Fi Kúnlé lẹ̀, fi Túndé lẹ̀. Sorry, mo ti lárúkọ ọ̀gá mi. So parents are only trying to protect you, protect your future. Nǹkan tó rò pé ó máa ṣẹlẹ̀, ó lè ṣẹlẹ̀. Kò náà ṣe ní kó má lọ ọbẹ̀. Kò sí bí Fúnkẹ́ ṣe fẹ́ lọ sọ́dọ̀ Níkẹ́ tí nǹkan kan fẹ́ ṣẹlẹ̀. Àfẹ́fẹ́ fún Níkẹ́ náà fẹ́ mú Fúnkẹ́ lọ bò mí. That's the thing. So it's because of your own future. That's why they are saying that. Now, if I don't know how to choose career and I'm confused, what should I do? Seek guidance. She mentioned it in the presentation. Look for a mentor. Look for a mentor on what to do. Kò béèrè question lọ́wọ́ wọn. Can I follow my pastor's advice or follow my mind? Hey, tó o bá ṣe mistake, pastor nílò lórí kó lọ ṣe o. Pastor will guide you. They will give you information. So you will now go. Wàá lọ jókòó tì í. Most times they are right, but sometimes they may be wrong. So that's the thing. So get several counsel. The Bible says, in the multitude of counsel, there is safety. Multitude means where ọ̀pọ̀. Ìfẹ́ tí èèyàn kan ṣoṣo ni wàá gbá mú tí wàá dúró tí ó sọ pé kì í ṣe báyìí. Àdìnnà yẹn láti bá tiẹ̀ ń sọ̀gàn òun ló lè ti jápa. Wàá wá kú ọ nìkan lẹ́nu ẹ̀. Thank you very much.
Sorry, sir. And the textbook aspect, some of you have phones. So if you are doing assignment, you can snap it this week.
Now we jam our heads for these wonderful people. We have one of our mothers in the house, and all the lectures that have been given to us is just for maybe 2 minutes. Share is her own personal experience with us. But before that time, while he's gathering his items together, I want to invite Professor Femi Adu to just have 1 minute, goodwill something to the students. By next year, Lakbar Olong, are you listening to me? We are going to have about 5 professors in the education committee. Professor Olong Toba, ọmọ Sáré Lérè, Elifuta. Professor Olójú Ọláwẹ̀ is in Boesti. is in Buesi, Nikere. Professor Mekusi is still one of us. Edemeka, Professor Shola Fayose is one of the Ijare Lewobi executives. So, and myself and Professor Femi, we are going to put our emails. Listen to me carefully. Let the teachers from the secondary school listen to this. We are going to put our emails on the Ijare Lewobi Education Committee, and your president, the president of ISU, the Ijare Student Union, is a member of this committee. Make the emails available to all the secondary school, so that if you have any challenging questions, don't wait till when we gather like this. Send it to our emails. We'll provide solutions to them. Ijare, aṣojú keteria o, ìyàsóríire o. You know why I'm telling you this? Some 2 decades ago, some students who were seated like you, àwọn kan tó rí bíi ti yín gbà yín, wọ́n ti wà lára àwọn tó ń dáwó fún Ijare Lewobi o. Wọ́n ní wọ́n gbádùn, wọ́n ní owó tí Ijare Lewobi ti ràn wọ́n lọ́wọ́ jẹ́ kí wọ́n jáde school. I hope Dr. Ayo Ibilomade will permit me. Ó wà lára àwọn tó jẹ́ àǹfààní báyìí tó ń dẹ̀ lẹ́yìn bó ṣe bá yín sọ̀rọ̀ yìí. Ó wà lára àwọn tó ń fi owó ránṣẹ́ pé ká fún yín. So ẹ̀yin náà ẹ lè ṣe irú ẹ̀ lọ́jọ́ iwájú o. Ẹ ṣàbí ẹ̀. Ẹ̀yin náà ẹ rántí ọjọ́ ẹ ṣe jù bẹ́ẹ̀ lórúkọ Jésù. Professor Femi Adu, please. 1 minute.
I want to appreciate everybody in the organization, and I want to say something. This morning I was going through my write-up and I discovered that God has been so good to me, and I know God has been so good to you. Attention, please. Attention. Attention. Please, for all you have learned today, all you have heard, if anybody out of you fail in your life, it's no one's fault but your fault. So I want you to do everything possible to listen, to go back home and get yourself together. What you have discussed today, what they have discussed with you, and I see you going places in the mighty name of Jesus. Please relax. The sky is just the beginning of the limit for you. I see God helping us in the mighty name of Jesus. Thank you so much.
Ọmọ Ijare Lewobi ni o ṣe mọ ìdílé kan pẹ̀lú ìdílé Adu. Àbí ìmọ̀ ìdílé Adu. Àbájá Dr. Adu. Ara ìdílé rẹ̀ ni o. So ọ̀lẹ́kọ̀ ìbò bí ọ̀pẹ rẹ̀ ni. Ìjọba bá ká padà àtọ̀dọ̀ Ijare lábá ìfọ̀. So I have the honor and privilege to bring our mother up, Mrs. Aki Oluwole.
Praise the Lord. Although I don't want to say anything at all, but besides, I'm really encouraged to say something.
Ìdákẹ́ o.
I see great future here. I see people, children today that will be in position of authority tomorrow. If you are that person, shout hallelujah. You know, there was a time for like you. I also went to school, did my first degree assistant, did my master's in the University of Lagos. You know, but I am into business because I love doing business. Praise the Lord. I love doing business, and where I am right now, presently in the marketplace, I sell fabrics at Oshodi, Lagos. I have a shop there where I sell fabric, embroidery fabrics. Also, I have a factory where we process our local fire rice. and the party was fully financed by Lagos State government in conjunction with the World Bank. So you can aspire to whatever you want to be in life, you set your mind on it. Praise the Lord. I did ask this what it is, a current student, because I'm happy that I'm grateful to God today for what He has done and what He's doing in my life. So you can be whatever you want to be if you put your mind on it. So go for it. Say my blessings at the top. I will get there in Jesus' name.
Ìdí àbẹ̀wò fún láti ọ̀kan sí o. Kí n bá mu túkè yéé abọ́ ìṣẹ̀lẹ̀ sọ̀rọ̀ tó ní kí n bá mu túkè yẹn pa. Lékété Ijare dé ọdọọdún kà á ṣe. Kọ́ Ọlọ́run ràn lọ́ lèmi tí ọkọ rẹ̀ léyìí o. Yóò mẹ́sàn-án yé báyìí. Yóò ṣé ń gbọ́ mi? Obìnrin bá ti dọ́bìnrin rere. Ọlọ́run tó ràn lọ́. Ọkọ tí ọkọ rẹ̀ léyìí. Bàbá náà bọ̀ ọkọ rẹ̀ ṣe gudugudu méje. Obìnrin gan-an ayà ní kéèṣe o, gudugudu mẹ́jọ. So ìyẹn ní àwọn òṣèré o. Ó bẹ̀rẹ̀ Ijare yéyé. Ọmọ Ilé-Ifẹ̀ ní o. Ilé-Ifẹ̀ náà mórí ẹ̀ sọlẹ̀ sí. But it's now 100%. Ìjìnlẹ̀ gbọ́dọ̀ ẹnu rẹ̀. So thank you very much. Every one of us say thank you to our lecturers. My president, sir, we are in a very tight period in the University of Technology, Akure. We are planning to do convocation in this November. We just finished exams about 2 or 3 weeks ago, and our VC is saying all results must be ready for this November convocation. So to have invited these two gentlemen and lady to be here with us almost today is a passion they have for Ijare and the little love they saw me extending to them. I brought them up, and today they are giving back to Ijare. So, Professor Adebanjo, the whole time through our president, is saying thank you. Gratitude. Dr. Mrs. Olamide Akande. Well, what I said initially, come. I will crack a little joke. When I was lecturing this young lady, the husband that puts her at home today, they were both in my class. So that is the 5% I'm talking about. So when I'm walking around, when I returned friendly from UK, I was bouncing. When I'm lecturing there, I'll be going around the class happy. I didn't know that as I was jumping, this lady and the husband were looking at me and saying, this man. So today, she's happily married to a man who are both my master's students. And I pray your marriage will continue to succeed. So I didn't say you can't marry your classmate or you can marry them. But not in secondary school, okay? I told you so now. So on this stage, before you go, I hope the menu has been distributed to you. Clap for yourself. Because you didn't disturb us with the menu. I will humbly invite our Vice President, Mr. Shola, Professor Shola. I swallow it. I swallowed that, Mr. Professor Shola Fayose, to give us 1 minute goodwill. You told that when we were starting. So come, let them see your face. I introduce you in your absence.
Great Nigerian students. Great Nigerian students. On behalf of the planning committee of Ijare D 2024, we want to appreciate everybody, most especially our invited lecturers. You are highly appreciated, sir. We believe that if tomorrow we knock at your door, you will grant us that permission. We also want to appreciate all our teachers, all the teachers present here today. We appreciate you, sir. Mr. Motosho is there. He was with us yesterday throughout Ijare. Mr. Adefuloye is there and others. We appreciate you, and we want to sincerely appreciate one of our co-sponsors, that's Falana Foundation, for being part of this program. We say thank you to him and his foundation. My president, sir, the planning committee is very grateful for the support we receive from you. The president has made sure that all our work in the planning committee has been very smooth. Even when we don't have money to give to Professor Luwala, he quickly reported you to the president. So, Mr. President, we are very grateful, sir. Children, I wish you best of luck in your future endeavors. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. The Yoruba day says, Shoki Ogoge, and that everything that has a beginning will definitely have an end. So immediately, please, students, listen to me. It's an act of rudeness when an elder is speaking and you are talking. What we are saying to the elder is shut up. Hello. Ìdákẹ́ ń rí o. Mo pa láṣẹ ní mẹ́gbẹ̀ẹ́ ìdákẹ́. So lẹ́yìn ìgbà tí olórí òkárí wa bá mú ìpàdé wá sí òpin, ẹ já bọ́ síwájú bẹ́ẹ̀ ká bá wọn lecturers tó kọ́ wa lẹ́ni ká bá wọn ya fọ́tò. After that, we can go peacefully for the preparation. Lágbára Ọlọ́run, more than over 50 of you, of your senior brothers in the tertiary institution will be receiving the scholarship on Saturday at the field. So be there so that you can be warming up for your own. So on this note, I invite the president of Ijare Demelewobi, Mr. Akin Oluwole. Can we jam our hands together to bring this meeting to a close?
A dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ Ọlọ́run, a sì dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ àwọn ọ̀jọ̀gbọ́n tí wọ́n wá kọ́ wa lónìí. Ìdánilójú wà pé kò sẹ́ni tó wá lásán. Ìwọ̀nba tẹ́ ẹ̀dẹ̀ rí mú lọlé ní orúkọ Jésù ẹ fi ṣoríire o. Ṣèyí ṣàmọ́dún o. Ní fi yín ṣàwátì o.
Hello. Ìdákẹ́ lórí òtẹ́lẹ̀rẹ́dọ̀ ti pàṣẹ tí o ṣe ìdákẹ́ bí ìgbà yóò kọ́ the present reaction.
Hello. Mo ní àwa gẹ́gẹ́ bí aṣáájú àti ṣoríire lórúkọ Jésù, oríire ti yá tó ju tiwa. So ìwòye àmọ́dún tiẹ̀ máa pè lára yín kó wá ṣe àtẹsítímọ́nì pé níbi tí mo wá lọ́dún tó kọjá oríire tí mo fi ṣe rèé lórúkọ Jésù ẹ̀yin la máa pè. Ní orúkọ Jésù á mú ètò yìí wá sí òpin. Gẹ́gẹ́ bí alága wa ṣe sọ, ẹ̀jẹ̀ àríra ní Sátidé o ní Anglican Grammar School field. Ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ yín ló máa march fún school wọn. Ọ̀pọ̀ wọn dẹ̀ rí lára yín tó máa gba ẹ̀bùn. Àwọn ẹ̀gbọ́n yín mọ́ ṣe sọ ó lé láàádọ́ta tó máa gba ẹ̀bùn ọjọ́ yẹn. Ẹ̀yin náà wá wò wọ́n, ẹ tún fi tiwọn ṣe àríkọ́gbọ́n. Ẹ jẹ́ á dìde ká ṣe oore ọ̀fẹ́ lápapọ̀. 1, 2, go. Oore ọ̀fẹ́ Jésù Kristi Olúwa wa. Ìfẹ́ náà ti Ọlọ́run, ìgbàgbọ́ ti Ẹ̀mí Mímọ́ yóò sọ̀kalẹ̀ kó máa bá a gbé nísìnyí àti láéláé. Àmín. Ẹ ṣe oṣó ẹ lọ síwájú láti ya fọ́tò.
Ọdún Ijare dé 2024. Ọdún yẹn gbé sọ́mọ̀ Ijare lẹ́yìn ọdún kan máa gbé fún akó orílẹ̀-èdè ìdíjú ọdún Ijare dé 2024.